I'm over here doing a test. I'm not really sure if this is working, but I'm gonna hold on here. I'm wondering if I. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go to my own YouTube over here and look at my. I should be able to see that I am live right now. Oh yeah, the test is live. Oh yeah, here we are. It's working. Okay, so this is a test. It's just a little different than the other computer. It's weird. I don't know why, but yep, it's running. Okay, so we're live, and I'm just gonna make this public. Here we are. It's working. Okay, so this is a test. All right, well, the other computer is gonna be retired. I don't think I'm gonna go back to it now. What? What? Crazy. Okay, here we go. I'm going to make this live, so you should be watching here in a minute, and let's game a couple games. If not a little bit more than a couple games, because quite frankly, I need to go make sure Pastel's good right before. So, this is crazy. What? Let me go back to do something while I'm in here real quick. Okay, let me think, let me think. Let's go to this one. Okay, hold on. Oh, I need to change that somewhere. And I'm in a very uncomfortable chair. I might also change that while I get up. Bear with me as we kind of, let me do some settings here. Okay, so let me go over here to, you can go to my channel and what you'll do is you'll see a ton of lives but no uploads at all. Laugh out loud. That's crazy, huh? A channel that has no uploads. Oh. Okay. Bear with me because I'm actually just doing some settings that did not get in here. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, and I got to turn on the heater. It's pretty chilly in here. All right. And let me put this public. Ooh. You should get a and the live, yeah, the sound's working and everything. All right, here we go. You guys should be live now. Okay. See a ton of lives. Dang, stupid. We're here. We are live. Live with the live. Live. A live alive. Live live. A live alive. I better go check Pastel. Be right back. Oh yeah, there's a desktop sound. Dang. I told you I was getting this other computer ready. There you go. See? Let me turn it up some. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Okay, and okay. I guess I could have this other thing up. Let me check something. Like that. Okay. Hey you guys, what's up? Let me write in the live chat so I can see you, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this is going, that's weird that it looks like that. Let me see if okay, I can pop out the live chat. That's cool. Let's try that. Dang. Right, and my Fortnite booted up so fast on this computer, dude. So MP hasn't been gaming for 7 days. What? What are you doing, dude? Okay, well, hopefully you get this notification. I see you here in a second. Okay, let me go check Pastel, and hopefully you are going to be back by the time I get back. gift from MP a couple years ago. And it needs a battery. I need to pull that out and figure out the battery. Let's go. Let's do this solo. You're stuck in traffic? Wait. Are you finally going home now? Or, I mean, like, where you at? What you doing? I guess you're not going to game with me right now then. Maybe I'll get on later. I got to get used to this setup. So it'll be interesting to see what I do with this. You know what I mean? It's only 6:43. I was trying to set it up. I got it working. I see I'm in my other room. What? I'm so excited that I got it working, dude. It took a minute, man. Everything's a little different over here. It's just weird. Oh, you're like, look at, there's no problems with the boot up. Ain't that something else? Get out of here, bro. It's crazy right there. No problems booting up, man. No, I don't have a new setup. Hold on. This is the same setup I have always. This is the setup I used during COVID at the house. No, it is not new. But I booted up and it went straight in. Like, rewind this video. Rewind this video. It's like straight up. Well, you don't have to, but. Dang! Okay, I'm not being able to do anything yet. Right? Okay, yeah. Dang! Dang, look how cool this is! Get ready. Let me see if I do nothing. Oh no, oh, it throws you up in the air no matter what. Oh, see, I gotta change this. You hear that popcorn? It sounds like people are shooting at me. No, I do not have a new setup. This is old too. Remember I said all of them are gonna retire because all of them are gonna be retiring or whatever because they're all like the same age of gaming computers or whatever, but we used gaming computers for editing. So what I did was the one in the living room, since that's dying, I had my Streamlabs that lets me see what you say and all that. I had to come over here and log in. I've been working on it since last night. Okay, so are you almost home, or you want to game later tonight, or are you going to be home, or are you traveling and you're not going to want to? I can't even, like, do nothing yet. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I forgot. I'm forgetting some stuff here. What I mean, I was over here thinking. I forgot how to game for a minute, bro. This is getting. I'm excited already. I can game! I've been trying to game for 4 nights. This is my 4th night. So we got on today. Did you see my videos where I was like, man, I'm trying to game and it won't let me. I couldn't get in. Someone's here, bro. I do not like the glass. Oh. Whoa. Dang. That's a lot of glass. Must be downstairs. Oh, it's in that. What? It's in there? What? It was in there, bro. It's much faster, man. Dang, where are you at? Hold on. Batesville on... so are you headed home from... Oh, shoot. Here comes the thing. How far is Batesville from your house, girl? God, it's freaking winning the land. Nice. A little jerky jerk, that's what it was. I love them bombs like this. Okay, I heard a chest down here. Okay. Oh, I gotta go, though. We got to go, though. I'm looking for... Oh, is that a double... Dang, I want to try those. A double shotgun like that. Went to meet the movers at Mom's to drive some furniture to Alicia, and they took back roads and beat us there. So, if you need a realtor, let me know. I would love to help. Even if you have a realtor locally you want to use, I can help guide you on this end. It could help us both. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Because that just... I would just be part of the deal, that's all. You don't owe me... You won't have to owe me anything, usually. I say that, but some laws have changed. But, just saying. Throwing it out there in case you guys are already talking. You already know how I play, so... I won't let you down, and you definitely can trust me, you know what I'm saying? Where's that chest at? What are they putting these chests in? They're hiding these chests in objects, dude. Oh, here it is. Dang, dude. No wonder the last person left it here. Oh, yeah, that's a go-kart looking thing? Okay, better not. That's not the way. You could put it out there right now, like just say, hey, I'd like to have Dee Dee involved in the buying or the selling process or the real estate process. If you end up going that route, it doesn't mean you have to go that route, or you can say we can put in, once the house sells, we can give Dee Dee some money back if she helps us. Hear me out. If she helps us go through the selling process without a realtor, you would just need to pay me, you know what I'm saying? Like, just come together with some money. And that, you might be able to at least have me help you through the process without hiring a realtor, and you do it yourself, but I'll be your coach, you know? And that would save a lot of money if you go that route. But to be honest with you, you avoid, and I'll just talk to you now because you're in traffic. You avoid a lot of, because if you're moving furniture out, the next discussion is like, what are we doing next? So usually when I don't mention it, then I hear like they already went and got it, like a friend of mine, right? It's like, oh, you didn't mention it. I forgot you're a realtor. I forgot you could help me. I went and talked to this person, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes, this is why it's a big deal, sometimes that conversation is, oh man, I wish I remembered. because I already started talking to somebody, and then like a month later, it's like, hey, this is, remember Cat S? That lady, the groomer Cat S, and I helped her when her mom died. I helped her sell her house. Me and her had to talk her brother, not talk her brother into it, but he had to talk to me on the phone before he would like literally allow me, you know, to be his realtor. They had hired a realtor 8 months prior, and that realtor, a local realtor, freaking didn't do 8 months. 8 months, and I got her house. I do have to hire a local realtor, but I vet them myself. Anything can happen. Nothing's perfect. Like me and my sister in Hawaii, we found I used the same realtor for 2 houses, and I realized I would not use her again. So nothing's perfect. The deal got done. That's why I flew. This is what kind of person I am. I flew in and helped my sister and her family who bought a brand new house. Not a brand new one, but a house. A very expensive house. And I bought a ticket when I found out that the realtor lied to us. What I mean is I found out the actual, so it was a team. I hired a team of realtors, right? This lady who has a team. She was top of the line on the island, which is a small place, right? I left a 1-star Google review, and she threatened me and my broker. So I had to my broker said the best thing for you to do is remove it, or he's going to get audited. That's the type of person that realtor was, and she was one of the best on the island, quote, quote. So I did end up using her for 2 deals. Pookie Puppy can attest. And she just jerked me and my clients around after she got us the signatures. You know what I'm saying? Like after she had the signatures done, then it was like, oh, okay, I got your money, or I got you, you know, you're signed up or whatever. So now I can just do whatever I want, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is that when you meet these people, and every time I called and we needed help, guess what she was doing? She was in Vegas, which is the top place to go when you're in Hawaii. You would fly to Vegas and party and stuff like that. She was always in Vegas. So she had a realtor on her team do all the listing and do all the video and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm really good at what I do. I may not do it, like you know me as a groomer. I may not do it every day, but I feel very good at what I do. I have a lot more common sense than the average person. And I have a real estate YouTube video. Hold on. This guy's coming for me. I have a real estate YouTube, and I'll tell you what it is later. I haven't done nothing with it, but it's called. Oh yeah, I'll just tell you what it's called. It's called 247 Real Estate. Ooh. It's called 247 Realtor, because that's the way I work. You know me, girl. Anyways, I'm not trying to sell myself to you. I'm just telling you what the benefit would be. The only thing I have to say is I have to let you know about my pay, because I am honest when I say we don't get paid for all the little talks that we have. So if you don't put a deal in with me, then you've never done me wrong. So I would just say, okay, hold on, this is glass. The way you look at it is, too bad we can't build with glass. Maybe not yet, huh? Ooh, this looks so familiar, man. Remember? Oh, we just saw these, Doug. Doug, you just went and showed me the pictures of these guys. This car, this looked familiar. Remember when it was like the Gladiator building and all that? Okay, so I bet your sister, put my name out there before your sister already hires somebody, but yeah, if she's a closing attorney, you guys don't need me. But you never done me wrong, so if you sat me over here on the right and you had a bunch of conversations about real estate, then we got to talk about pay at some point. Because like my sister, she never really understood it. Until one day we sat down and talked, and I was like, oh no, I don't get all the money. Like, if you put my name down as a real estate agent that helped you, I don't get all that money like that. I have to split it. My broker gets 60% first, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes people just don't understand until you sit down and talk. And I was like, so I went through all this training, and every 2 years I have to do, like, just like you, right? As what you did it for a living. just like a nurse, you have to get your educated training, you know, done every year, every 2 years, my bad, and renew your license. So I have to spend the money and do all that stuff to go through classes and everything and keep my license, which is also keeping my education up and make sure I know what I'm talking about, what I'm doing, what's on the cutting edge of, like, you know what I mean? And me and my sister had a talk about it where we really talked about the selling process and how much goes into it. I would agree to sit here and talk to you and give you advice, and you should always put me down as your realtor, your referring realtor. And I said this because if you do real estate and you never use me, right? Because I'm not even licensed in the state you're in, but what I do is I'll call and get a local realtor based off of their credentials and maybe some feedback and stuff like that. And I do vet them. It took me, like, for the one in Michigan, I think I called six realtors, and out of all the six, if they even called me back, which is time and money, you know, that's someone's time. Sitting here talking to them, wasting my time, calling them, looking them up, researching them out, all that stuff. That's someone's time. They never get paid if you don't close, you know? So we always have to talk about, well, how many questions did you ask? What did you do? How many phone calls did you know, when Pookie was going through what she was going through, that's why she took care of me too, Pookie puppy. It's like she could call me and talk to me no matter what. I would be there, 247 realtor, because if you're gonna buy or sell a house, it's one of the biggest purchases of your life, and the person that's helping you should be available. I know this is like just too much information, but since you're waiting and we're just talking, you can listen to this. It's important. You know, you guys, a person, I think a traditional person, maybe not in the upcoming years, because what will happen is the kids who are young today may not be able to buy a house, right? Hopefully with some of the plans what's this? How many people are left? What? 4 people are left? Dang, I made it to the end. But the average person is going to buy, sell 3 properties is what I feel like in their lifetime. That's a mom, dad, parent. That's their own. That's investment, or maybe a close friend. You know, buy, sell, or be a part of 3 properties. Your mom, dad, or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? Like the average in my mind is about 3 properties. So it's good. What I'm saying right now is free, good information. But people don't think about, like, oh, okay, so you know, I don't really need a realtor, but my family member would be like, hey, can I ask you a question? Hey, can I pick your brain? Hey, can I pick your brain and can I ask you a question? And the answer is, yeah, but I never get paid if you always forget to put me down if you're doing real estate. Or sometimes I like to say, I need to get that. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm at in-game beating. And I chose, oh, gosh. Will you squat? Oh, she can't squat under that. Oh, she can't build. Why is she not building? What the heck? Oh, I was doing good, but she wasn't doing anything I was telling her to do. She wasn't building or nothing, man. I don't know if you could see the screen. I would go to build and it would not place. I could have won that, man. But she wasn't building. I had to keep spinning around doing stupid stuff. If your sister was a closing attorney, honestly, you don't need me at all. You do not need me at all. So, brothers aren't interested in hiring a realtor. Exactly. We have 2 people interested in the house. So you don't need me at all unless you say, Dee Dee, I'll pay you after closing. But if you have any questions, just call me. Don't text me. Just say, hey, I have to talk to you. Or, hey, this is what's going on. Call me. But I don't think you need me if your sister was a closing attorney. I mean, like, come on, girl. You all do not need me. And you already have 2 people interested in the house. I think it was the neighbors. Was that right? You said, okay, please coach me. Maybe you. Maybe just the dynamics of you and your sister, I feel like, am I right? Do I feel like your sister isn't somebody you really talk to? I don't know. I could be wrong. I get this, a feeling like maybe you guys are, like, she's dominant over you, or tell me if I'm wrong. What do you mean, yes? I feel like she is controlling or throws her weight around on you. I'm not sure. Tell me if I'm wrong. Well, hey, look how fast I got in this game, though. I'm telling you, it's that computer, man. The one in my living room. So if you get any cash out of the deal, then you can say, Dee Dee, every time I called you, you were there. Otherwise, you're my friend, too. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, MP, I know this. I know this. That's why when you put us on speakerphone, I could tell that she was not open-minded at all. I may talk out loud, and sometimes I find myself talking over you because I talk faster, but I'm not pushy. Like, I come back around and I'm very aware, like, what I did. And I'm like, hey, okay, finish what you were saying, or what were you going to say, or I talked over you, you know what I mean? And some people that are, like, narcissist or pushy AF, they don't do that. They just walk over you like you're nobody, you know what I mean? And I hate that if that's a family member, but it is what it is. Sometimes your family members are not, sometimes your family members don't act like they're really your family members. Doug, rewind the feed. Like, I was just in a hot rod, dude. I was just calling your name out. I said, hey, you just sent me a picture like this yesterday. Just about maybe like 10 minutes ago. I'm on my other setup. Remember when I went live for Remembering David on his birthday on this computer? It was this computer in my other room. So now I've got my gaming over here now. And it loaded right up, dude. I'm so excited. It loaded right up. Man, that guy sees me. I do not even have a weapon yet. I got loaded right up, man. And I'm getting in these games like fast. Oh, get that. Go inside. Now want me to come at you with this sucker. The only thing is it is out there. Oh, shoot. Dang, dude, he almost killed me. Was that the same person? It didn't look like it. I gotta read that, what she said. I could tell, bro. I could tell she was over, what's a good word? Just not nice and, like, narcissistic. Like, yeah, that bird flew on her. She didn't even recognize the value of that, bro. Oh, what? You should have heard all of us on the phone pushing her to agree to go ahead and sell the house. Hear me out. Hear me out. Here's some coaching for you. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Let me move you guys over here. Here's some coaching for you, girl. Call everybody and say you don't want to sell the house to someone outside of the family. Sell it to her. Get the same amount of money that you guys all want to sell the house for from your sister. Your sister was an attorney like that. She should have the money. And if she doesn't have the money, she should have equity in her current house to dive into and keep the house in the family. Hear me out. You have a grandson on his way. Here's coaching. This is what coaching looks like when I say this, but this is what you would be my client. I'm going to treat you like a client right now. Just you, not your family, but just you. Call your family and say, you know what? Let's do this. She's a closing attorney. She would know all of the ins and outs of and how much this could get. She knows all that. She knows all of that. I work with, you have to, on, in the, if she's a closing attorney, right? So she works at a title company or something like that. So to be honest with you, she knows how much houses go for. She knows all the secrets, all that, how to get the money, how to do all that. You guys should say, you know what, you're right. We don't want to sell the house, or we want to sell the house because we want our cut. It's something we don't want to go back to. It's out there in Egypt. I don't think we want to be out there, blah, blah, blah. We don't have any investment. I'd rather have the cash now, right? And you're just probably not going to have the same lifestyle without your mom, okay? Visiting I don't think you want to hang out with your sister every month. I really don't. I don't know. I'm assuming, but you can tell me. If you feel like I'm right, then something you could do is just say, you know what, sister, we all agree with you, but we just all don't want to do it. If you want us not to sell the house, then you buy the house from all of us. That would mean, because you guys got to get she's a closing attorney. She has to change the title into her name, which means she needs to buy it from her mom's estate. Or it's being left, you know, there's a lot of, when someone passes, there's a lot of that I can't think of, oh, there's that thing. When someone dies, I forgot the word for a second. Pro something when someone passes. Oh, come on. Oh, it's this popcorn. It feels like someone might be following me right in here. Okay, what the heck? Something's off. Okay. So why don't did you guys think about that? Did you guys all say, why don't you call your brothers and say, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we, this is a really good idea, you know? Oh, these people want to fight now, remember? If you get that, what happens is you want to come back out with that knife and then end up fighting. Why is that? Because I went somewhere and I shouldn't have stole the knife from them. But anyway, I'm saying it like 3 times now, but it's a really good idea. It's like, well, you buy the house, and you also have to give them another thing about the coaching is that you need to give her if you were to make her an offer, just say, we want to list it for this and this and this and this. What's the point of all this talking if it doesn't do anything? So you and your brothers have a number. You must have a number because, I mean, if she's a closing attorney, she's going to say, well, what are we going to list it at, right? And that's why you hire a realtor. And if your brothers don't want to hire a realtor, because you're going to pay about 6% on average, depending on what the buyer's agent wants and gets paid and what the seller's agent wants and gets paid. And it's usually the buyer that pays it all. Like that's what we're going through with my dad right now. He ended up to get the deal. He's paying both real estate agents commissions to get the deal. And I think it's a really good deal. I think the deal he's got going on right now is a really good deal for his home in Hawaii. So sometimes you sacrifice. And even as his realtor / family member, I told him, hey, you know, since you're having to pay out of your pocket the realtor, you don't have to, I'll pull out. I'll pull out of the equation. And he said, no, Dee Dee, see, my cut comes out of the realtor, one of the realtor's cuts, because that was my referral to that realtor. Does that make sense? I referred my dad to that realtor. So I would just tell that realtor that he can keep his cut and or lower his cut. Does that make sense? Lower his cut because he's going to have to pay me anyway. So what he would have to pay me minus that, and then my dad would not have to pay my real estate fee. Doesn't make sense. I would have saved my dad money. But what ends up happening is my dad refused to do it. Isn't that something else? He's like really kind enough to make sure I'm part of the deal no matter what. Which that's a blessing to me. But again, it's like every single time something's happening, guess what? There are things that every realtor doesn't think about when I work with them. And I've been doing this, I didn't know this, like over 10 years now. I've been a realtor. And every time I get involved with somebody's real estate issues, it's a wonder, like, people don't think about the things I say. For instance, I'm not sure if you guys talked about, hey, why don't you buy the house from us then? Basically, she's just giving you guys your cut. And how about this? If the house is, hold on. If she were to, check this out. This is a cool idea, okay? So she doesn't want the house. What a freaking idiot, dude. Well, I can't solve the family problems on that. But let's just say she doesn't want to sell the house. Is it the emotional ties still? Question mark. And I say that because she could. There's a whole. I'm just gonna say this for giggles, okay? You ready for this? Because you're stuck in traffic, right? 4-1 sounds pretty firm. Laugh out loud. 4-1. We voted 4-1. Oh yeah. But hold on. Dang. Hold on. That's a big pot thing or whatever. I'm gonna take that right now, real quick, like. Oh, I still have another one? Dang! Oh, you get to hold it and keep it now. I need to change this to metal. I don't know what happened. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. What? My building is not right. Oh shoot, I'm going the wrong direction. Oh shoot, dadgummit. Come on. It's not gonna build a stair because it's not even on my remote, dude. Did you hear me? Something happened to my stair, like it's gone. Can I change that in a game? Can I go hide and change that? I think I can, right? I can go check. Yeah, I can do my settings in game. I don't want to. But I better. I'm not going to be able to build anything when I get to the next level. 31 people left. I need to hide myself away and change where. Pookie! It's like old times, man. I'm in a whole different place in my spare bedroom. On the computer, I went live for David's like birthday memorial thing. Or David's, when I did the video and all that, and we watched it together and all that, it was like remembering David on September 19th. So that's my problem. It's not building because it got reset probably because of how they changed the settings where you can do something. Okay. Just making sure nothing was in there. Okay. Good there. I need to get into this circle. I'm going to keep running. I got this idea in my head, though. I can't wait to tell it to you. Hold on. There's just a bunch of different things to talk about. For instance... I guess, hold on. If everybody wants to sell it, and she doesn't want to sell it, but she doesn't want it, you tell me, is that not bipolar? Because if you really wanted it, you would go ahead and buy it from the rest of your... If you really, really wanted it, and you're in the position she's in... Dang, I got him, dude. I say that, but I don't know her financial situation, okay? Don't go there. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. I've heard her talk to you, and I don't like it. Okay. I'm inside here. Let me try to see if I can change my settings here. Oh, wait. Can I change? I can't. Okay, hold on. B. I need to get a new remote. I can't read my remote at all. Oh, left trigger builds. You see, this is left. Okay, B. Dang God, what the heck is this bull? I'm building stuff. What is this? How did I do that? See how this is not placing? See how this is not placing here? Oh gosh, it's gonna get me killed. Oh man, all because I couldn't build. Okay, we gotta go to the lobby and figure this out now. What the heck happened with this? Okay, here's an idea. Check this out. Are you in the Christmas tree room? I guess I am. I put a tree right behind me just now because I had to put my heater there. Hopefully it don't catch on fire. Let me just feel it. No, it's not really warm, but I got this fireplace going on over here. This is the best. I put that on the living room between the kitchen and the living room, and I just have it facing, and I just leave. That's my heater most of the winter. That's how awesome that is. And I do have a couple of those element looking things. I'm gonna turn this off. Don't let me forget the desktops off. I have a couple element heaters like through the hallways, and that my dad told me the other day, make sure because tonight's also going to be pretty cold. Doug, what are you talking about? What are you doing that? This heater right there. Look at that heater, bro. Actually, it's pretty warm. It's on a timer, or you can go like just stay on, you know. Okay, so here we go. We're talking some real estate. Pookie, if you want to rewind, you can. But here's an idea. Couple ideas. I'm just talking because MP, you're still in traffic, right? So this might be something you guys could be like, oh yeah, we could always do that too. So one, the person, the sibling who wants the house that can afford it with money should buy the house from the estate. That means the other brothers and MP gets their cut, and the sister who doesn't want to sell now owns the house. If she's now saying, I don't want to sell the house, but I don't want the house, then I think it just comes ahead of like, well, we need to do this now. The next thing, this is coaching, MP, so please remember me. If you make money, please remember me when you make money. The next thing I want to say, and look, you can ask Pookie Puppy how much you would pay somebody who helped you in the real estate process. She's helped me a couple times, and it's usually quite a bit depending on how available I've been to her, how much calls I did, if I went out of my way, right, Pookie? So the next thing is, let's just say your sister doesn't want to sell the house, but she doesn't want to own the house. I would just, if I had the money, I would buy the house. If I didn't want to sell the house, but I had the money and I actually don't want it, I would say I have to own it. I either want to own it or I don't want it and I'm going to let it go. If I don't want to let it go for whatever reason, even if it's still an emotional thing, if I have the money, if she was a closing attorney, in my opinion, she should have the money. She might not, but she should. Like with that kind of job, I would think she has some money or can get it, okay? Like with equity in her house. So I would buy the house from the estate and then I would rent it out. And I know you're going to tell me what I think we talked about before, which is it's in such a desolate area, right? So I'll just say this. You won't know unless you try. So the idea could be I want to buy the house because I don't want to sell it and my siblings want to sell it. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to rent it out. And I'm going to either try to do it myself because she's a closing attorney and she has some information in her head on how the process goes. And she should be smart enough not to get scammed in real estate. She might get scammed like some other way, but not real estate. I hope she's not able to get scammed in real estate if that's what she does for a living, because she's the person who checks over everything. She tries to rent it out herself, or she doesn't want any part of it and she pays a company, a property management company, to rent it out for her and manage the entire thing except for when there needs to be fixes and updates to the house. And in some cases, I'm not saying it could be her, a lot of people don't even fix up stuff. It's out in the country, no one's going to be complaining. It's just water heater, big stuff that needs to be fixed, And you might get a tenant in there that stays in there for, especially if it's affordable, for 20 years, And being a Facebook marketplacer or even still using Craigslist, but with my red flags, I know how to watch for scammers. Never do anything without meeting face to face. If they can't show you a driver's license, don't trust it, that type of thing. So you can list your listing on, if I was going to rent out my house, I would put it on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and I would vet them and I would do a background check. And you can hire a company to do all that. But that's the thing is that if she doesn't want to own it, like she doesn't, I don't want the house, but you don't want to sell it. So here's an idea: buy it and hire a company hands off to rent my house out with a property management company. And I'm a realtor. I learned the hard way that when you rent out your house and you are the realtor in charge, the people that talk to me in my house talk to me like I'm trash. And they don't want to do things I need them to do, like not have 5 pets in here and ruin my carpet. And they lied to me. So I've dealt with the renters straight up, and I would prefer to either be really expensive, which I'm not. I'm try to be average in what I would charge for rent, so I'm not really cheap and I'm not really expensive. But I learned that either be really expensive or charge cheap and don't care. I care about this house. Um, but that's my sister, which they have 4 or 5 rentals, and I've helped them through most of those, all of all of them but one, because it was before I was a realtor. I didn't even have that in my head. They have a lot of renters in all their houses, and they don't use a property management company, but there's a home in Virginia that they did one time, and I think that, or they used a military website to get a renter in there. I think they did that twice now, and they did that themselves. Now, what's crazy is that if something breaks, I mean, they make enough money that they can say, "Go ahead and go fix that," or "Go ahead and go fix that," or "I'll get the part." Like there was a flood or something like that in a house in Jersey, and they had to fix that. You know what I'm saying? They had to put money towards fixing it, hire a company. But between my sister and her husband, they can manage that pretty well. They've been lucky to get a bunch of military people in their house, I think, and that might help. Is that type? And I hope I'm not saying that wrong. Forgive me if I am. But being somebody that rented to people who are active duty or in the military is usually safer. And I just want to make sure I'm saying that right. I could be saying it wrong, so forgive me if I'm not. But they got great renters in their houses, and they happen to be in the military. I should say it like that. Now, what I mean is they're active duty. If somebody in the military that messes up your house, I could actually be like, "Hey, I'm going to call your squadron commander." And really get them in trouble. I can take it a whole it's like you will always have a supervisor no matter what. But having a civilian live in your house, there's no supervisor to call. You're not going to call Hobby Lobby's supervisor for that employee and say, "Hey, they're trashing my house right now." No, but the military, you better have ethics. Usually, you should have ethics because there is broken systems inside the military. All right. Um, there's one idea is how she can rent it out and just be all over it. And in time, most of the time, even if it's out in the country. Look, I was kind of out in the country. Right now, I'm in the middle of the city. It grew to me. And that's 20 years. It took 20 years and it grew to me. So I'm surrounded by all this traffic. There's like 16 apartment complexes around me now, all this stuff. So it will come, but certain sides of town and whatever are just going to take longer, which is great for the right person. And I'll be honest with you, like in my head, I'm like, dang, where's it at and all this stuff, like, because I need to get out of where I'm at. Like I'm looking every other day, I'm looking for something, but I can't afford it right now unless I sell my house, which I'm in a place. Look at the animals I have. Like to move and do all that and try to afford it all at the same time. That's too much. There's something else that has to give, and it's coming. It's headed here. I know it's headed this direction, but it's just gonna give later. It's just not happening now. So your property is. That's why I told you, like, don't think like it's too far out. No, no, no. I would go personally far out as long as I have the land to do what I need to do on that land. Like, I need a couple things. And just because you're far out doesn't mean you don't have fiber internet. When I picked up dog for paw rescue or whatever and took that dog up to Denton. When I got there, it was a big sign that says this community has fiber optics. So I was like, dang, out in the middle of nowhere, all these big houses with all this land, they actually did have fiber optics. Doug's, I don't know if you have, well, him and his grandson can game freaking Fortnite, you know what I mean? So they have some kind of good internet. Okay, let's go in here and look at settings real quick. I do see it's a little glitchy. Do you see that? Oh, do you see that tweaking? Yeah, see how it's bubbling? My mouse isn't even over there. It's over here to the right. Oh, maybe it's... Oh, I'm not even in the right place. Locker, shop... Oh, settings. Play. Hold on. Do you see this tweaking? It was doing marvelous a little while ago. Now it's acting... Look at that. Is David here? Look at this. My screen jumping back and forth like that. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Hold on. I feel like I'm being held up. Okay, I'm not doing anything. It's my pajamas, dude. If I move my mouse, it does it, though. Maybe it's having a little bit of short. No, that's weird. Let me hold this over here like this. Oh, look. Look. Oh, look. It's not doing it, and I'm holding my remote. Let me lay my remote down. What the heck, dude? It stopped. Like, I laid my remote back down. You know, sometimes there's interference. Like, if you got... I used to see all these wires I have running around over here. It stopped. It's not the mouse. But when I held this, it stopped, and I put it back down, it's not doing it anymore. That's freaking freaky. Pookie's laughing, dude. Just like old times, we've been missing her. Like, what are you doing, dude? Leaving for like weeks. I guess I'm too boring for her now. Okay, let's look at display. Okay, I gotta move this wire. All right. Let's figure this out. Movement. Building. Simple building on. Editing. Simple edit on. Okay, that's not what I need. Let's go look at my remote. Okay, crouch. Control. Oh, okay, this is, okay, here we go, this one. Invert control, excuse me. Controller auto run on. Edit hold time. Simple edit hold time. Slide hold time. Reset camera axis. Reset camera time. Okay. Quick weapon. Da, da, da. Button group. Instant toggle. To select your primary weapon, press and release the quick weapon button without pressing one of the other buttons by default. What? I don't even hold on. Okay, first person mode. Left stick dead, right stick, foot controller vehicles, accelerate with stick. Tank settings. This is not one. I don't know what the heck. Crouch. Oh, here we go. Here's my remote. Oh, it's like what type, right? It's okay. Let's just go with this. Crouch. Sprint. I don't even know now. Do you? I've been napping when you come on, girl. You're anything but boring. Auto run. Left left S. LS. Left S. Jump. A. Reload. Next weapon. Previous weapon. Toggle pickaxe. Beats me, dude. Reload, targeting, building. B. Right. Sprint auto run. Change material. There's my left. You can change the button you need to push here. Auto rotate repair. Rotate something or repair. Trap equipment picker place or use. Wall. Right trigger wall. Left trigger stairs. Yeah. It's not placing. It's not placing, dude. I'm wondering if my remote is slipping. Floor. Right button. Okay. Wall. Right trigger. Right trigger. My left trigger should be stairs and it hasn't been placing. Left button. Bumper. So, okay. They're all set here. Exactly what I want. Simple build. Primary traversal, left trigger. Second wall, right trigger. Primary. Simple build, change material. Okay. Edit, right trigger. Confirm. Man, beats the crap out of me. I have no idea, but I'm wondering if I need to turn off that weird building. Let's turn it off. Let's go to building. It says that weird simple building. Simple build. Simple build. Okay, hold on. Reduces the number of inputs needed to build in Fortnite. Primary input gives you access to stair. Primary input. Secondary input gives you immediate access to walls. Protect yourself. Reset building choice. The turns reset building choice when on. Switch to build mode will always bring up the first build piece when off. The game will remember and bring up the last build piece you were using. Simple build must be disabled. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try this. Off. On. Okay. Apply. Now. Turbo building. Ooh. Turns turbo building on and off. When on, holding down the build button will automatically continue to build the selected piece when looking around. Turning off will set each building to require one press. It's on, which means it should build the same thing over and over and over. Okay, I don't know. Well, let's see. I may play 1 or 2 more games, and then I'm going to take a break. I may come back on later tonight, but I would like to get in there and do some other work in the living room. Okay. Now that you know what room I'm in. Okay, hold on. Let's change my... I want to... Okay. Okay, hold on. Welcome to the Fortnite shop. Before you check all the awesome stuff, items in the shop may look cool, but they don't give you an advantage of boost or performance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever, dude. So, hey, did you know, MP, sometimes you just scroll in here and something could be free? I bought something that was free the other day, dude. Plus, I need to eat some kind of dinner, or at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be hungry. I was in here. I needed to come and finish the setup since I started on it yesterday. If you were on Fortnite, which I know you weren't, I was literally on Fortnite all night. It was like, it would have let you know that I was in the, not in the, it doesn't sit open for hours anymore, but it was ready to go. I had updated it the day before yesterday, and then last night I did some more changing around some settings and stuff, like getting everything over here from the other computer. And you know, I had to sign in to something over here, and I was afraid I didn't know the password and stuff, and I didn't want to lose everything, and yeah, it was kind of scary. But now I can start cleaning out that and post that. Yeah, some stuff is like let's just say, for example, like these tennis shoes right here. You'll go in here and the V-Bucks will say 0. still have to go through the buying process, but I bought something the other day. It was free. I was like, dang, I'm glad I checked. You know what I mean? Look at this. What is this? Weird. Okay. Let's go to locker, change this outfit. I don't like it. Okay, I got that on for a minute. Remember, oh, this is cute. Why don't we do that? And I gotta change this. Like I said, it's too loud. The Daily Planet. Dang, let's use that. Ooh. These pickaxes, they're like little batons, man. That's some crazy stuff right there. What's this? Try them out. What is going on here? Okay. This is my pickaxe? Oh, what? It's spray paint? You need some rest also, young lady. Dang! Hey, I told you guys about zinc on the other channel the other night. I bought a pair of zinc bottle. I bought a zinc bottle at Dollar Tree for whatever, $1, whatever. And last night I had to take one zinc. I kind of felt off. I've also been working out in the cold a little bit, my trailer, building stuff in the garage and all that. Sure enough, I took that zinc, a little bit of oregano on my tongue, and chugged some water so it wouldn't burn my throat. And man, my eye feels a little bit better. Yeah, it's not there. The pain's it's way in there. The muscle on my eye is bothering me. Oh, I gotta tell you a crazy story though. Hold on. Okay, let's go back. I'm gonna try that pickaxe with that. I don't like that. Let's change it to like that. Okay, back. Ooh, let's go play. Let's see if I get noticed here and die a lot. So, I've been working outside a lot, finishing really building and stuff for my trailer and this other stainless steel tub I've had for a long time. $3,000 stainless steel tub. It needs to be lifted up because there's no way any plumbing could ever let it release. It's straight underneath it, and there's like less than 6 inches. So my dad and I helped me build a ramp, a lift up. It's not strong enough, but it's up off the ground, and I really needed to do all this. I was really getting sick of my trailer not being super efficient, and really getting sick of my garage not being cleared, like open space. So I got that stainless steel tub built up on the platform. Now I just need to finish the plumbing for it, which I got a bunch of stuff the other night. I didn't get everything I needed doing that. And so it's been chillier outside, right? Working than inside, for instance. But today was 45 degrees, so it wasn't that cold, but there was like, overnight tonight, it's going to be in the 31 in the morning. So I stopped working outside today when I got done with Saki's appointment this morning. A bunch of running around, picked up some free stuff like some free benches. I picked up these free benches, 2 free bar stools. I needed one bar stool. I got 2 free ones and a free bench bar stool. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell the bench bar stool. I don't know yet. Ooh, look at the sunset. Dang. The best sunsets were Guam and Fortnite. What the heck? That looks scary. Looks like I'm free falling, huh? Like that? I don't think I picked that. I did not pick that number thing. Wow, look how beautiful this is. Oh, I gotta check Saki. Dadgummit. She's over there barking at something. Okay, let's go. Whoa! What? What is this? So I went and I took Saki and Faith to the dentist to recheck their teeth because no, it was a recheck that was coming up and it worked out because I was supposed to get Saki. Yeah, I didn't surf in, girl. It's not every time. There was another game a few minutes ago. I surfed in and then it didn't, and then I surfed in again and then it didn't. So, true. Took Saki and Faith in this morning, checked for that. That was Saki's tooth that fell out. And it probably does have a root left in there. And I basically told him I cannot afford another anything. I can't afford anything right now. And so I told him I basically wiped out my savings paying cash for all the dental cleanings I did this year, which I think I did 6. Um, and I did 6 because Saki and Faith both had bad experiences with other places, and it was mandatory that I had to get that done this year. So since I went ahead and I was like, everybody needs their dental done this year, like a lot, all at the same time because of that. Now, am I trying to do? I don't even have a gun, bro. Am I trying to do a dental every year on everybody? No, I'm not. But because Saki, Faith, oh my gosh, and Miracle are on turkey and broccoli and all that, guess what's happening? Like Faith's mouth already has buildup of plaque that I saw. That's why the other night on the live I was washing. Oh crap! Stupid. I'm gonna stay here a minute. So they were like, "Hey, you should get a X-ray and all this," and I was like, "I can't afford that. I'll be honest with you." And I told them like, I basically, and I reminded them. I said, "You remember how I paid cash for everything, which that means they didn't lose any fees." I said I paid cash for everything because I gave you all my savings account to do all those dentals, you know. And I wasn't being rude about it. I was just like, I really wish I could do a dental X-ray right now for Saki and see if that root's in there, but I can't right now. I can't afford it. Da 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 da. And so they ended up giving me some antibiotics for free, and then I asked. I was gonna pay, but I asked for some ear cleaners, ear medicine for. Hold on, hold on. Oh, I'm building now, fool. Dang, I almost had him. I almost had him, bro. Okay, we're gonna go back in there. But Faith's mouth is. I've been wiping her teeth because I noticed it, but I need to wipe them every day to avoid it. But they gave me some free stuff, which I was really grateful for, and doing that. And then in the meantime, today, man, I was doing so much stuff. I found these free bar stools because when Nikki pet sits, she likes to sit at the bar, and she ended up getting some kind of like, I don't know, being with the dogs, you know what I mean? You can't eat with the dogs. So it's best to kind of there's a round table, but she doesn't come over. I don't know. But anyways, I found some free bar stools, so I'm going to redo the bar stools so she'll have a place to sit down and eat if she cuz she used to do that, but I sold this table that came with 2 bar stools and I had to sell them with it, you know? And I was like, "Dang, you know." Anyway, I found some bar stools and then I brought them home and I was like, man, I don't like how they smell. The cloth was already, the reason why they were free was because the pleather was coming off of it. So I ripped it all off, all of it. I ripped all of everything, the foam and all that stuff, and sit in the garage ready for me to redo. New project. But yeah, I'm pretty busy. I'm have a bunch of stuff going on always, don't I? And then one of the things about having all this stuff to, going on is that I save a lot of money and then I can resell it for some help with the dog food and stuff, you know? Like right now, just covering all that is really my priority, making sure I can pay regular bills and also make sure I can pay for what the dogs needs are, you know what I mean? Ooh, here we go. We might surf in now. I say that, but I didn't go check. Oh, here it goes. I didn't go check Saki, did I? That's another one, right? Is that I'm not out there listening to them. There's 5 of you guys out there. What's up? Who's all out there? That's Pookie Puppy, Doug, MP, and 2 other people. Launch in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Woo! Whoa! See how we were at the beach at nighttime. Boom! That's crazy. Them bullets are crazy like that. It's crazy, dude. I'm not really good at this. Oh, someone else is about to get in anyway. I'm not really good at that. I could be outside when he comes through and just pickaxe him dead. Oh no, he would have the the knife and kill me, man. Sure miss those days where I was in the airplane. Remember when we first started? What's this, like a sniper? Yeah, bro. Look at all them grenades I got. So MP, are you still listening? Are you did you end up getting all the furniture that you want, or you have to go back again? And did I see you say you rented a U-Haul? I like using all those. How many can you carry? I do not like how they ricochet back though, bro. You got okay, so I asked 2 things. Did you end up getting all the furniture you wanted? Yes. Did you rent a U-Haul? Yes. Is that true? Or did I miss something? I go too fast. Okay. Okay. Oh, we gotta go anyway. I hate this running thing. You hired movers. Oh. Oh yeah. That means you got every. Are those movers following you right now? Like, oh no. Are you going to Alicia's house right now? Oh wait, hold on. Or you just went there to kind of be a part of everything, and then hold on. Yeah. You went there to be a part of everything, but you're headed home, and the movers are headed to her house. Does that sound right? I hope those movers are going to the right place. I hope they deliver the stuff. I'm too old to move myself. Exactly. I'm right behind you on that. I'm about. There's some furniture in my garage I cannot move, and I'm like, I don't like the feeling. It's too. Wait, I moved it by myself, but I ain't trying to do it again. I know it'll hurt myself. I'll hurt myself. Oh, someone already cleared this place. Let me see if I can figure out what this is. Oh yeah, see, I couldn't even see that. What's this? Okay. Oh, I want that over. Oh yeah, say that. Dang, he killed me like that. Hold on a minute. You didn't even tell me that the game sounds were off. But they beat us there, and I sent them the money. They met us there when we were following them to pay them on delivery. They met us there, period. Then we were following them to pay them on delivery. So you're headed towards Alicia's. So you're in traffic. The movers got there already. You paid the movers because Alicia said they got there. and the movers emptied everything out into Alicia's house. It was one of those kinds of weekends. Whoa, dude. So I've been busy too. Dad, he helped me with the stuff in the garage. You guys kind of saw that the other night and then I finished it yesterday. I have some water bins, big 65 gallons and stuff like that. I washed it all out and all that. When I got done grooming yesterday, I fine tuned a couple things. We worked on that trailer till 10 o'clock that night. Then the next morning I had a groom at 8 o'clock. I ended up getting there at 10:30 because of the fog and the cold because I wanted it to be a little warmer for the dog to bathe them. Had hot water, that was great. The small tub, I don't like the placement of it, but the water hose was not it was spraying everywhere. It was freaking leaking that night. But before we went to bed, 10:30 by 10:30 we figured out why it was leaking and fixed the hose. We went ahead and kept pushing. I was ready to be done, but we pushed through till 10:30. That made my dad the cold, the cold and the bite cold. It wasn't that cold, but it's going to get that cold tomorrow morning. So playing around in there late made my dad's body kind of, there was only so much my dad can do before he's like really tapped out. So 10:30 was a little too much, if not right, perfect amount of time. So then the next day I went grooming and then came home and wanted to immediately fix the things in my head that I wanted to be more efficient, at least to a point where the next thing I do is build the platform in the trailer. And we were also moonlighting and doing the second task, which is finishing that. I finished the stainless steel platform in my garage for that garage tub yesterday, and Dad helped me a little bit with that. He said he was in a lot of pain from the cold and the back pain, and plus he had surgery right on his face. So he has surgery again this week on his face, and then that was kind of the same thing, busy weekend, like doing a bunch of stuff that I normally don't do. Like I told my dad, I said, hey, I haven't worked on my trailer in like 6 months, if not 4 to 6 months, 4 to 6 months. So I told him, I said, I said, hey, we haven't, this is not, I don't involve him in building stuff and all that every day. So I was like, this has just gotten to where I'm done. We're getting into the cold months and I can't be carrying around all this water. I need to have it, functioning. So I need my pump back to hooked up, which it is. I need my gray tank, which is why I took everything apart to get a gray tank working. That means when I am washing a dog, instead of just going outside, it can go into a gray tank first, and then the gray tank has an off on valve that's off, and it sits in the gray tank until I get to a place where I want and can dump the gray tank. I want to be able to do that. And we built the trailer and you saw when I took it apart that David had put the tanks that I bought were 100 pounds of water tanks. And they don't even I can't even take it out to service them. If there was a leak, I have to take everything. That's not the tank I need in there. Unfortunately, I don't want to buy another tank because I have all these other tanks. They're not what I want. They're not the right size, but I also don't have the funds. I have to use what I have. So I did. I used what I originally had in the size and stuff like that. Still not exactly what I want. I never really used 65 gallons. I think that's what I'm using right now of water in one day. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of water. But at the same time, you don't want to run out. But I also have this other system, which is cutting out the water heater, which it will crack and blow up, which is what happened to my water heater last winter. Is that the inside of the water heater cracked and the metal cracked because of the cold and popped off. So the baby water tank inside this uh, instant water heater, like this big, the inside, I had to take it all apart a lot to figure out what problems there were. And then the new one won't acknowledge the water pressure in the trailer. So then I couldn't just replace the hot water tank, the instant hot water tank. I got a replacement and I'm selling it. But what I've done and had done a long time ago is I would just run warm or hot water, right? Warm water. It's been an hour and 30 minutes, you guys. Warm water from my garage because it's plumbed out to the trailer in the winter, loading my water tanks with warm water. So the only thing I'm concerned about now, which is I will be in my next couple grooms, I got to groom and then buy stuff. Like that's where I'm tapped out. I don't want to use like credit cards anymore. I'm like trying to not touch those so I don't have to pay interest on what's already still sitting on them. So the next couple grooms, I'm going to get a extra spare water pump because actually check it out, my water pump in all these cold winters for over 5 years has never broke, but the instant hot water heater did. It cracked this last winter. That's water inside of it that probably didn't drain all the way. How could it, unless you go in there and take it all apart and like I don't know. The inside of the tank is only like a tube like that big because the water instant water heater just fills it up here, instantly hot, instantly hot, instantly hot. And I'll be honest, it's not perfect either. So you would run out of it wouldn't be instantly hot with freezing cold water coming in. So like for instance, this is all good information, isn't it? So if I have a water tank that's full, okay, of cold water that's been sitting in the weather and it's 30 degrees and I'm going to go groom. When that water goes through the instant water heater, that's 30 degrees because it's sitting outside. It's outside in a trailer. It's freaking cold water. It's not inside in a room even. It's not even like on your counter. It's literally outside in a box that's cold. And so that water is getting pumped through the instant water heater, which in my opinion, the instant water heater cannot work hard enough or fast enough to get hot to warm water efficiently when you have cold days like that. So your best bet is to fill up water from the house the day you're going to groom in the like that day instead of like letting water 100 gallons of water, right? That big tank I took out, half of it would be full because if it was all the way full, it was like really heavy. I wouldn't want to fill it all. You could see it bowing. It would bow out like, oh shoot, you know? And those tanks are huge. And I wish I was there for some of the install on some of this stuff. David had it at his house for like a year and a half and didn't finish half, like he only did half of it. And then he finished the rest a year and a half later at my salon. And then like a year and a half, a year, and he died. You know, that's how it went. So it wasn't fully functioning even when he right before he passed away, I was still letting him do some work for me and he was finishing the lighting in there. So for like three or four, maybe 4.5 years, it wasn't even being used because it wasn't even finished. And when I had to get in there, I felt so like anxiety, like I didn't know what to start on, what was going to work, was it going to work, was it going to everything, you know. And then I just started using it and it was working, and then things that needed better repair in using it was after David passed, you know. So then I was like, man, I need to fix that. I need to fix that too. I need to fix that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with the trailer. It's pretty cool though. So I've got, you know, the tank in there and now the 2 tanks that I want to use. I need to do a couple things, but every single day I'm going to work on that trailer until what I know is done for right now is like efficient. I can actually I'm going to do a little bit every day. And so that's what I'm doing. A little bit of that every day. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to go check on Saki. I've been saying that for a few minutes. I hope she's okay. I think if her barking a couple times, okay, but if it got into a fight, I would hear that. Yep, I carry extra water pump in the RV. You just never know. That's exactly right. And when your elite, let me think here. In your RV, it's even a little bit different. Like my water pump is, I just have to do the shut off right there. Boom, it's in front of me. But yours is down up under there and all that. And it if it's leaking, it's a bad day because you're in your RV. You know what I mean? Like it could have water still running somewhere to it and all that. So yeah, you definitely want to have a backup Because I've seen a couple RVers out there, they're like, hey, my water pump broke, I have to take it in. And it's, if you know how to just quickly replace a water, even if it wasn't that was broken, at least you knew how to. Water's a big deal, especially if it's going to leak and damage everything, including electrical. So it's a big deal. Good night, everyone. Thanks for gaming with me. I probably will not get back on tonight as I look at the time and stuff I still need to do. I don't know if I'll see you on MFG. I might, because I don't want to get to where I'm not live regularly over there, but I do want to throw a video out on that channel and get some set up. So you may see that happen as well. I don't know, the gaming. I got to edit just now, so I'm kind of excited to game again. I love gaming. All right, love you guys. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate you. There's 6 of you out there. I don't really know. KG, are you out there? Good to see you guys. Love you. And be sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so we can see you again. All right, have a good night. Bye. Yep, no water and a daughter. Laugh out loud. That's a problem. Laugh out loud. Yes, it would be.